So for example 2, the histogram below shows the frequency of selling price of 32 cars that are currently for sale at a Ford dealership. Determine the band or bin of the median selling price. Right away, one key difference between this example and the last example is that now we're looking at a histogram instead of a frequency table. So we will need to actually deduce the terms in order. Another key difference is that this time around we have an even number of cars as opposed to having an odd number of students. And so it makes it a little different on how we calculate in order which car is going to be our median. We still start off the same. So for median, we're still going to take 32 and divide it by 2. This time, we're actually going to get a whole number, 16. Now, this might seem like a good thing, but the problem with it is that when you have an even number of data points, so in this case 32 cars, there is no perfect middle. There's actually 2 that are both equally in the middle, and that would be our 16th and our 17th car. So now what we need to do is determine where the 16th and where the 17th car lie as far as their sale price at Ford dealership. So the way we do that is we can go over to our histogram and we see this first column, which is all of the cars that are being sold between $10,000 and $15,000. And there are 6 cars that are in this bin being sold for between $10,000 and $15,000. So we know that in this bin, so the $10,000 to $15,000 contains our first through 6th cars. Contains our first through 6 cars. This next bin, which is between $15,000 and $20,000, contains 12 cars. So there are 12 cars that are being sold for between $15,000 and $20,000. We left off at our 6th car, so that means the cars that are being sold between $15,000 and $20,000 includes our 7th, and then 6 plus 12 is 18. So our 7th through 18th cars. Well, we were originally looking for our 16th and 17th cars, which were our middlemost prices, and so our median lies in this second bin. And so our median car sale price is between $15,000 and $20,000. This question at the bottom asks us, why can't we find the average price? Well, if we remember back on the last example, the way we found the average is we added up, even though we used multiplication as a shortcut, we added up each individual data point and then divided by the total number of data points. On this histogram, we actually don't see the individual data points. We don't know the precise prices that each car is being sold for. We know that there are 12 cars being sold somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000, but we don't know exactly how much each one is. And they're not probably all the same price. Without knowing the exact data points, we can't find the average. So to answer this question, why can't we find the average price? We don't know individual data points. So on example 2, we looked at a histogram, which is a graphical representation of data, and we found them. To be more specific, we found the median bin. We know that our median bin is between the prices of $15,000 and $20,000 at this particular Ford dealership.